Right, here we go. Live
We're
discussing
live.
OpenAI's new releases. Hi, Solomon. How are you?
Good, good, good. I'm excited. This is gonna be exciting. We're just like diving right in. We're gonna go right into it. Never done anything like this before, and there's gonna be a lot of people just dropping in and out. Some people that you know along the way, I'm sure. And if
We're
there's
we're
something
doing
that
it
you guys like,
spontaneously.
yeah, yeah.
It's absolutely
Oh, look
spontaneous.
at this. You're gonna meet some big, big heavy hitters along the way. You're gonna see people
Yeah,
coming on
let's
in.
uh, let's do that.
Awesome. Welcome, Prakash, man. Turn on that camera, man. Let's go check it out.
Hey
Okay,
man, how are you?
okay.
Good, good, good.
Hey, Prakash, we're live streaming already. I'm
Yeah,
sending the link.
nice. Yeah, send me that link. We're gonna get all of the people who
It's on
who are
WhatsApp right now.
WhatsApp. Nice. We're gonna get all our users into this. This is wild. I love it.
This is wild.
This is gonna be exciting. This is gonna be exciting. Am I still sharing? I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah, it is already live and going on.
Nice. This is exciting. So
So,
for everyone watching at home, we're bringing together a whole bunch of AI automation professionals. Keyword AI plus automation. This is what we all specialize in, and from around the world. And we're discussing some of the latest news. And if this is something that you like and you think it's incredible, definitely let us know, and we'll try and do these, more regularly. But yeah, today it was just like there's a big announcement from OpenAI, and they got some, automation stuff. They got a few other items. Hey, Eric, how's it going? We got so
hi,
Good.
much.
Eric.
This is wild. You're gonna see a lot of influencers coming on this call, man. So exciting times, man. Exciting times.
Nice to see you guys. Am I sideways or am I upside down or what's going on?
You're upside
You're
down.
upside down. Yeah, vertical will do. Yeah, that's much better.
There we
Oh
go.
wow.
Sorry, guys. I'm in an Uber
Yeah,
right now. What's going
No
on?
worries.
yeah,
Oh man,
cool.
we're
We're
just
we're
getting
live
everyone in.
streaming already, so let's see. I'll keep an eye on the live stream to see if anyone is joining. Any questions there from live stream coming towards
Yeah,
us? Other than that,
nice.
we'll kickstart in just a few minutes.
There we go. I'm
Yeah,
just literally
the
posting
voice
this to
works.
everyone. There we go. All right, I posted that to my
Nice.
audience. Hopefully it's right. That's what happens, you throw
Cool.
something in the chat GPT and you're like, I hope it posted it correctly. Oh man. All
I'm
right.
gonna check my LinkedIn. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we're going to be
Okay.
discussing some of the latest stuff. Literally, just OpenAI just dropped several big things that just came out. Um, and we're going to have some opinions. We're going to have some opinions going back and forth, and then we might just dive into some AI news if if everyone's cool with that, and whenever people can come on or log off. But over here, you're going to see some of the top voices in AI and automation globally. So it's exciting. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. We really appreciate all of our followers, everyone from all of our communities. So grateful to have you here. So thank you.
Absolutely. Before we start, I would like to pay gratitude to Solomon for bringing this WhatsApp group together so that guys could get together. I'm from Germany. Solomon, Eric, Arakash. Where are you guys
Yeah.
online from?
I'm part of the United States, LA, BNI in Los Angeles. How about you guys?
Nice. I'm down in the New York area, a little bit north in Connecticut, East Coast.
And I'm here joined in from India.
Nice.
Wow.
Look,
This is a
look, Solomon, what you
worldwide,
have
man.
done. It's a very nice thing you did.
Oh
Awesome.
man.
All right. All right.
This is
Cool. Let's
great.
start. Let's start the conversation. So
Yeah.
the theme today is that we want to discuss what's the future of AI workflow building, or n8n in the contrast of n8n. Would OpenAI release an n8n killer or enabler? I
Yeah.
am so much towards like a positive side. I think it's enabling the entire industry. Looking forward to hearing everyone, and we'll just very casually join in and talk about it. We can also share a screen, show things out. When I was putting my two kids to bed, I was poking things around with the AI builder and agent kit, so I can share my screen and show some things. I couldn't set up the MCP; it's giving me some permission errors. maybe we can see that together and
Yeah,
compare it side by side with an n8n workflow and n8n AI agent, and capture
absolutely.
like literally the raw expressions as we speak about it.
Oh, that's gonna be wild.
Man,
I
look at
love
that. You are on point.
it. I love it.
Ready to
It's
go.
so good. Dude,
That's good,
yeah,
man.
let's discuss that. So there I think 5 or 6 things dropped. ChatGPT apps, Agent Builder and Agent Kit, evals and RFT, Sora 2, Codex SDK, and GPT-5 Pro API. So of course the elephant in the room that kind of got us all to discuss this was, is this an n8n killer? And so in my opinion, I think that's going to be very hard to do. N8n has been in the industry for a while, and they're very hyper focused on automation. N8n itself, in my opinion, is an automation kit on the base. Then you've got in LangChain and so on, but its focus is on that. Versus, in my opinion, OpenAI is just kind of trying to be everything for everyone, everywhere, and I think that's kind of leading them kind of down the path of nowhere. It's like I think someone in the group said they're like the McDonald's, and it's like, yeah, I think that sounds pretty accurate. How about you guys? What do you guys think?
I
That's
think it's
exactly
more.
it. They're making the Big Mac, dude. They are making the consistent hamburger all around the world that everybody knows they can rely on for some reasonable price. It doesn't have to be the T-bone steak, but it is, dependable at the right price point and available worldwide.
Yep.
I think there's one more thing. So everyone is, and it has driven a trend. Everyone is liking to learn about automations and everything. And automation is, of course, solving a real business problem.
That's
So,
right.
even Google tried Opal, but not a lot of people are using it. Although it has
Yep.
a good brand value, but not everyone is going to use it. So similar to ChatGPT, I think N8n is going to remain its own place. It has its own community. Developers love it, so it's going to be like that.
Yeah. Even with mission critical stuff, like it's hard for me to actually, go down and say, oh, okay, well, OpenAI, yes, it's a brand, but like, can I put something and be able to control it, especially when a client really needs it, right? It's not like it just came out. It's not going to be something that's going to be adopted that fast. It's going to take time, and especially when we're looking at ROI, I think, in my opinion, this has been the case. They're trying to kind of pull this me too, me too. We want to hit this. I mean, the 20,000. I know for the higher end enterprises, there will be those who want it and they want that brand. But like for most people, 20 grand a month to do something like that, and it's like I don't have no ROI that I can count on. That's kind of like a challenging balancing act. We're already doing it with N8N, so it's like I know I've actually run those mission critical ones, and my clients get an ROI. They're making money, and I think
Yeah,
that's a big case.
absolutely. I
I think
really uh, go ahead, Eric.
I think for the client who's forking out $20,000 a month for OpenAI access, probably that's like the starting price. I think for a big corporate account, and they're probably stacking a whole bunch of other stuff onto that. What do you guys think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. At the same time, I was of the world of, if you've got that much money already, you probably have an in-house AI IT team checking out all kinds of other things, or even more deeper, going right into LangChain and coding with Python and everything, like building custom stuff already. And so it's kind of like, do we go with the OpenAI, or do we just go and just take their API and have our own in-house team figure it out? Like, why are we paying the OpenAI guys 20 grand a month? What exactly are we getting for that? Versus, I've got my team of devs here, especially if I could afford 20 grand a month, who could probably do this? So that's my opinion on it.
The most interesting thing that happened today, and which kind of like puts me on fire, and I want to build more and record more tutorials, is because now the whole public is gonna run over this thing, and they say like, okay, I'm gonna be a flowgrammer. I'm gonna build
Yeah.
workflows. It was just this n8n dudes. Now it's gonna be the whole world. And when
Yep.
they have choices, I really like this Eric's example of McDonald's. It's kind of like now a household name of like, hey, I want to build my own AI agent with the flow chart thing, and I believe this is a very natural evolution of programming. I've been coding for 23 years nonstop, and imagine this: when you're a very senior engineer or a CTO, you're trying to explain something to your juniors. How do you explain it? Do you go in VS Code explain it? Not juniors, let's say to a VP of engineering. Or do you go on a whiteboard and explain it on a diagram? So you usually go on a flow chart. So this
Yep.
flowgramming, because of the state of the art of AI, is now so natural evolution of building products. And I think it's not just OpenAI; it's going to be the whole industry going towards that. And also with the state of the art of, let's say, Claude Code and Gemini, CLI, and Cursor, and all of those now codecs coming in the game, all of them are evolving so much. The best way to teach these coding agents is kind of like show them the flow, and then they build things for us. And I think
Yeah.
I'm super optimistic about this. A lot of people reach out to me, say like, "Oh, this is the dead of n8n." Being an n8n ambassador, I was optimistic in the first, and then I was pessimistic for an hour, and then after that, I saw that, oh, there's a very big positive side to this, because the whole world is going to build AI agents, and that's good news for n8n folks as well. What do you guys think?
Yeah. No, that's a great take. Like this could be a definite moment where we could see people kind of like using both. Like I think that's an opportunity as well. Using some of the powers of ChatGPT. I mean, I pay $20 a month. I think a lot of people do for ChatGPT access. And if I can mix in building some agents from there, mixing in agents with n8n, that could be very, very powerful, right? At the same time, it's like because I do this all the time, it's like, should I just build my own because it probably does it better in n8n versus with OpenAI because it's a closed system. I'm lacking control, right? And I think that's a big, big key there is like, what happens if something happens? At least I know if I've got like, my own servers running n8n, I could go shut off a server, turn it back on. I can see kind of what's going on in the back end. I don't know if I could do that with OpenAI. That's a challenge.
I will be interested to see if this new tool from OpenAI, like, kind of agent workflow builder, if that's going to be integrated in with their GPT marketplace, where you can train your own custom GPT and then sell access to that. Could be kind of interesting if they integrate those, because that would certainly make a very easy access point to agents for, kind of the let's say the non-techie or non-scientific world.
Right. No,
By the way,
absolutely.
are they revealing why are they charging 20K per month for that PhD level agent? Have they disclosed much information on how exactly does it work?
You mean the agent? How does it work?
Yeah.
I can show you quickly here. I was planning to do this. Let
This
me
is cool.
quickly share my screen. It's absolutely amazing. Like what's possible today with all these off-the-shelf tools is absolutely amazing. So let me share my screen here
Yeah,
first.
yeah, go for it.
All right, can you guys see my
Yeah, we
screen?
can see it. We can see it.
So, not sure where was it. ChatGPT agent builder here. Um, and what we have here is not this one. Somebody is getting a lot of traffics for free. It's I found it from a very roundabout link. Wait a minute. I just
Oh, you've
put it
got
all.
access to the new agent system?
Yeah, I do. I tried to
Oh,
build it.
nice. Okay.
Let me show you. Where is
This
it?
is a big flex right now, man. Biggest
Yeah.
flex.
This
It's
is great.
it's the first thing I did. I searched for an article. The link was somewhere in the article. So yeah, Agent Kit. I searched for Agent Kit first, and
Yeah.
then here,
Let's take a look.
and then from there, I got Agent Builder link. It's not yet indexed, so therefore it's very hard to
Ah,
find it.
nice.
So search engines
All,
don't
all
find
our
it here.
viewers today, you're
This is
finding out how we do it.
there.
All the top
There
secret stuff.
is
Your audience should get to know
this
that,
is
this is the link.
basically this is the link. So
There's the link, guys. If you want to
you,
try this, go, do it now.
you can see this. This is the
Overload the
link:
system.
platform.openai.com/agent-builder. So if you open that, then you can see that I created one earlier. So we are creating one. The default one that I'm always working on an n8n workflow is this one. I'm taking n8n to the world, one city per week. So I have these n8n, what do you call it? Workshops.
Training sessions,
One
workshops, yeah.
training sessions, one per week. It's an official
Nice.
n8n tour we're doing. So I have this n8n starter session that I'm doing, and it's super simple workflow that has like a chat window.
Oh, nice.
A trigger a
And
chat
this
like
is the
this.
new stuff, right? This is the stuff that actually has the AI built in via the
Yeah,
cloud,
true.
right? That's
Yeah,
right.
that's that one. So basically something like this. If I have a Gmail sitting here and I want to build exactly this, let's say on the right side, and on the left side, I want to build exactly the same workflow here. I
Right.
try to do this exact same thing. So let's actually fully make this thing fully functional and then try it out. I would not
That's funny.
create a
They've got an
message. I'll
AI
create.
agent node. They got some other nodes. I wonder where they're getting these from.
It's really funny. Like the default one that they have is like literally AI agent. But what I couldn't figure out earlier was like this. If I add a tool,
Mhm.
and the only thing they have at the moment is like literally just MCP servers.
Right.
While when you add a tool here, you have like this 1,000
Yeah.
plus so-called nodes. This doesn't exist there. Like this
Yeah.
concept of nodes do not exist here. So for now, you only have a way to connect MCPs here. So
But this
I
goes
try
back,
to.
Amel, this goes back to exactly the point, right? N8N took several years to flesh out some of
Exactly.
these early things where OpenAI is just starting with this. I mean, and N8N focused on this one product. OpenAI has several product lines. Hopefully, they got a team that's focusing on this, but they're going to go through some of those same challenges. Like even N8N went through that. You know,
Exactly.
like the start node was renamed into different nodes. I
Yeah.
mean, so many of these things. Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's an evolution. Like if you take n8n, just to echo what you're just saying, right? So if you go to n8n and then you go 145,000, oh my God, this is going crazy. Look at this number.
Yeah,
Look at this
nice.
number. It is
I
145,000.
started when it
Okay.
was like 50,000 or something.
You are
Wow.
way more senior than I am in n8n. Now look at this. I did a talk at n8n Builders Day, and I
Yeah.
announced where is that video? I just released it 6 hours ago. You can see 6 hours ago,
Oh wow.
uh, and then somewhere here when I'm giving this talk, and I'm talking about 143,000. So the talk starts somewhere here. I think somewhere in here, I'm showing it is 143,000 stars. And I'm bragging about this that, hey, look, guys, 143,000 is so much. Uh, and look, 2,002 days, like literally two
Yeah, yeah,
days
yeah.
or 3 days.
Th-
Here,
That's it, right?
even
And I
in,
think this is going to actually make a lot of people go online. This the next thing is the support, right? So there are so many of us who've built YouTube tutorials, training, and
yeah,
by the way, for all the viewers, everyone is going to be different. So don't just watch one of us, watch all of us. Each one of us has a
exactly.
different way of sharing it, and whatever works for you. We're so grateful.
Yeah,
But I mean, there's so much available for N8N. This is just brand new. It's going to take time before people even start doing it. And that too, are they doing it for a business use case? Every one of us
right.
who's doing it, or many of us, are generally finding ROI, finding opportunities where it's like a business owner, someone at home is saying, wow, I could actually use that to save me time or money or change my life versus,
Exactly.
this is just another, nice to have, in my opinion. But it's like, it's just another one of the, like, here, let's do another one. Let's do another one. Let's put another thing into OpenAI. And it's like, there's like 50,000 things OpenAI could do
Yeah.
versus, like, what are we actually trying to build here?
Yeah, absolutely. So now let's actually put some. This is OpenAI's agent kit called Agent Builder, uh, and obviously this is the most famous n8n world. You don't need to do this. Someone's microphone is on.
Oh, Eric, you got some background noise, brother. There you go.
Thank
Sorry,
you, Eric.
guys.
No
So
worries.
now here's the moment of truth. I have to click this little thing, and I don't see that user friendliness anymore as I see it in n8n. I don't say that, well, OpenAI can do that, but it's why do they not do that? They
Do you
have
have to
like
do
the
this
money
like
of the
every
world.
single time, or is it setting up the credentials once?
It's setting up the credentials once, but look at this where it takes me. It takes me to the Google developers
Oh,
platform, like literally to the OAuth playground, which is kind of like a developer grade.
right.
It's not enterprise grade. It's not. It's just like a sandbox. But still, I try to do this. Look, like it gives me access to
Gmail,
all
yeah,
the things I have. So here,
right.
um, apparently it's gonna be all of these access. So you can see here, I
Yeah.
can do a Gmail compose. I need this access, but just for the sake of kind of like the demo, so that if at least it works, I want to do this. I want to give like all the
Like it's
access to my
focused
Gmail
on
inbox.
developers only. I mean, not even
Pardon?
for
Yes, yes.
production grade. They're focusing on developers then.
It is
Yeah.
dev day release, so it's fine. It's a developer release. But my point is like, why was it not enough to kind of like put the OAuth 2 authentications and everything in place? So here, I'm going on and on. I hope the token, yeah, the token is not complete. I was about to
Wow.
release my inbox to the world. I was so happy that this happened. Let me zoom
Soon
in
I'm
the
almost gonna get
inbox.
like 1,001 emails.
Yeah. Uh,
You have
and
courage,
then
man, doing this on live.
yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, no, it is trimmed. Yeah, this is also trimmed. So all good. All I needed was the access token here. So this access token is needed for here. You see, add access token. I add this my Gmail, and then I connect it, and there you go. It is connected. It is asking for all the right widgets. I give all the kind of like read and
Right,
write and
right.
all the things. So read email. Oh, I see. What could be the reason? It doesn't have compose email.
Yeah, it doesn't have the
Batch read
compose.
email, git profile. Yeah, let's change that example from composing a draft to reading an email. So there you go. I have added this tool here. It's kind of like exactly the same way as we do in n8n this thing. So that's the only difference that I see here. Now, the way you see it here is you click on preview, and then here you can say, can you please read my last email? I hope this. Let me check the other. If it's an overdue voice, it is.
I think you
I know
overloaded
it's just
it.
kind of like
You broke it. It's broken.
it's yeah, this is
You experienced,
exactly
yeah,
the
there you
error
go.
that I saw. And look at this. And even the error goes away. Therefore, I took a screenshot because the error
Oh
shows
yeah,
like
that's just
this.
bad
It says
design. How are you gonna
we
know what to
experienced
do next? Even if you're
Broken.
troubleshooting.
exactly. It goes away. I had to take a screenshot. And also, I couldn't find anywhere where I can see the log of the errors or something. But in this case, I don't need to actually show this to you guys. But
Right.
right now, this is already done. Like if I say, can you compose um, an email to Solomon and mention that thank you so much, brother, for making this WhatsApp group. Otherwise, this current live session would have not been possible.
Yep.
And the full
Nice.
animation of n8.
Oh
Let
no,
me
we got hit
see.
with something.
And,
I feel
no,
like
it's just the
what was it? The AI agentic event. It's like there's Nate and Jack. Nate and Jack were going at it. It's like, oh no, you got a pro. But at least
No, I know what's the problem. You know what's the problem? Like
they're all,
every
holy
workshop I
crap.
give, I create
Credentials.
exactly. I create new credentials, and I had 143 euros in my dollars in my account. This
Yeah.
morning I woke up, there was none left. Somebody
Oh
used
shoot.
my API key and then did a loop, so I need to bring a new API key.
Oh man.
Until I bring a new API key, you guys can take.
But that's the point, is that at least we know like kind of what to do, because all of us have been practicing, we've been watching videos, we've been watching each other, watching other people do it. So it's like there's a lot of stuff that helps us out. But with this new stuff, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. I don't think we see an n8n killer anywhere near or even close to it.
Right. Yeah. I brought a new API key now, and now if I kind of like refresh this, look at this. Like this beautiful thing is now already there, and there we go.
Yep, I can see it. It's
There you
great.
go.
And
This
that's
is-
the
this is
beauty of
the-
it. There you
This
go.
is the email I want to create. Now,
Yep.
I don't see this simplistic example that is kind of like the first mile of anyone's n8n. How do they call it? n8n porn?
Yeah.
So this n8n first mile cannot be achieved with the current state of the art, but I can
Yeah.
imagine it was just released a couple of hours ago. Maybe something is broken on their
Yep.
profiles, but this is how far I could go. I added a tool, I added the MCP, but it is giving me an error.
That's
soon
a
as I
point for everybody
kind of
who's
like-
writing. Could this be the n8n killer? Not yet. Not even
Yeah,
close.
not yet.
Not even close.
To be
There's a lot to be said
Another
too.
thing.
We just watched you build that right in front of us, so that's
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So
Live
to be
demo
honest,
was-
it's just not. It's not just the n8n killer thing. It's not a winner takes it all, because there is not a single search
That's
engine. There is not a single social media platform. There is not a single computer.
What? You mean Google
company.
doesn't own everything?
I used to go to Google to search things.
Yep.
Now
No,
I don't
absolutely.
search things. I go to Perplexity. Yeah.
This is a good
So-
point.
so
you know,
that's
OpenAI
gonna
is
be-
trying to build that ecosystem, even though they might fail, but they want to, just like Google Plus. It was in the market for, they wanted to try to beat Facebook. So even if it is bad, they are trying to target this ecosystem phase, and in the end, they're gonna try out with 100 or different products, and maybe wrap up with a
But
AI.
that's a good point. But what it brings us down to is Google has tested a lot of things. One of them, for example, was Stadia. Stadia was a video game thing that was supposed to like be the next big thing, console. But you have to understand, users invest their time and money inside of these things, and then for a company to just shut it down and say, "Sorry, we're not going along with it," you got to imagine the teams that are putting their money, effort, energy, hiring staff to learn this, and then all of a sudden it just shuts down. That's the challenge here. So as much as it's great that they're doing it, it's like, in my opinion anyways, they should focus on their core product first rather than trying to be everything for everyone, so that at least they're helping out. Because then you're going to have enterprise customers or business owners who are sitting down saying, I just invested 100 grand, 200 grand inside of this thing, and now you're shutting it down? I remember gaming companies who were in Stadia, and for those who are watching today, I'm a game developer originally. I used to be part of the Unity Live Help team at Unity. So, we'd develop and we'd see developers developing for this new platform because, oh my gosh, it's Google. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know what, it didn't happen. That sucks. It sucks big time. So that's why this is a challenge. As much as I love that it's there, and I really hope it does work out, and maybe some people can even balance act, in my opinion, but if people are going to really invest in this, in my personal opinion, I hope that OpenAI actually does do a lot more than just, we just released this new tool, hopefully it works, good luck. That's my
It's
opinion
such
on it.
good timing. I was just talking with Max Catch this week, the original Flowgrammar shout out.
Yeah.
And we were reminiscing about Macromedia Flash. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Oh, yeah.
It had action script baked into it, animations,
Oh,
vectorized
yeah.
animations. It was awesome. And then, the iPhone came out and Apple was like, yeah, we're just not going to deal with this. So they pretty much killed it. And those were good times, man, but they were in the past.
Yep. Absolutely. So now let's continue the conversation on some of the other things that were announced today. Um, so there was, we had that. There was another thing that they had announced.
Codecs. I really like
Yeah.
the vibe coding that they kind of like did a C++ bridge with a TypeScript interface. I think it was a React interface, and they control the lighting and the camera through a TypeScript code. In that entirely live live code, part of it live coding because one of the pipelines took 13 minutes to run, so they ran it already behind the stage. Um, Now let's talk about that because I have something a very similar experience of writing something in C++ that I've never written before, and I've been doing a lot of vibe coding personally and record a lot of vibe coding tutorial. So let's discuss about this codecs thing. I haven't tried
So
codecs to be
it's
honest
an SDK.
yet.
So explain it to me. So this is something that we could put
Co-
into any coding like system sort of thing.
Codex is imagine Cloud Code, but from OpenAI, not from Anthropic. It's kind of like a
Okay.
code generator. It's a code completion. It's the Chat GPT code completion,
So is that like a
but it's
cursor sort
running.
of idea? Like
It's
just like cursor is?
Codex is not an IDE. Cursor is an IDE. It's a fork of VS Code, but Codex is kind of like more fine-tuned code generator than ChatGPT general purpose code generator.
Something like Copilot, so it basically for
Something
your
like
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and it goes
All right.
inside
So
of like
it's
an actual IDE then.
But I haven't seen many people using Codex, frankly. Why is that?
I've never used it. I think it was so new, it was not perfect. I only tried it in the browser, never tried it like seriously. But what I saw they are doing, even the developer who was at some French guy, head of developer or something, he said they ran it for 7 hours continuously in thinking mode. That's a good benchmark. Although Sonnet 4.5 went for 19 hours, uh, that's already amazing. I could only push mine for 3 hours. I did some projects to put the multi agents in a container in a Docker container, and it ran for 3 hours. But yeah, it's coming. This is
So this duration,
inevitable. Like
so this duration thing that running that entire LLM for 20 hours, for example. So is it analyzing the own fixes, making sure that everything is working? Does it actually add more features to it as well? I mean, if I give out a prompt, that what is
I don't know what did they do in those 19 hours, but I can speak of many times running multiple hours things that I have done before. And even I can show you while I'm talking, I will explain what did we do there. So basically, a couple of weeks ago, was it a couple of weeks ago? And time flies, man. I almost lost track of time. When did I do this hackathon? So I did an n8n and vibe coding hackathon in Berlin. Um, and the way you can find it is to go to my YouTube channel, and then it is something. My friend, where do I find it? I'm a crazy guy. I posted 322 videos only in 9 months. So you can imagine that's why I cannot find my own videos easily. So
I
here,
started the journey at the same time. I have 55 videos. That's it. See the
so
struggle, man.
so here, look at this. We ran this. I'll show the insights in just a minute. But what I would like you to see is $27 were born. We let it run for four. We did it for 4 hours. 1 hour we were talking and creating the documentation, like the PRD and so on. And then we let it run in YOLO mode, and it burned $27. And what we did was we built an SDK, an n8n SDK. So we're like a bunch of people. Not everyone went on this mob programming. The mob the mob programming happened only in between four of us. It was me and a bunch of other engineers, all of us at least 10 plus years of experience. So it's this group that built this SDK. The idea was that we build a Python SDK that you write code in Python and then you run it, and then it generates n8n workflows. Basically, it generates the JSON, and then it hits the API, it creates the workflow, and then even executes the workflow, and then gets the outcome, and then serves it back. So somewhere here we're still kind of like describing it on an Excalibur raw, and then we're kind of like still brainstorming and putting these things. If you guys know Taskmaster, we put it in Taskmaster, and then we generate all the Taskmaster tasks. Taskmaster is basically an
I'm
AI
just going to
agent
say I
that
don't know
allows.
what Taskmaster is, so if you can
Okay,
explain it,
then
because I
I'll
know some
quickly show it.
viewers are probably wondering what is Taskmaster.
Yeah, Taskmaster is a task manager AI agent, one of the very fastest growing JavaScript projects out there. It has an MCP interface. You can put this with any coding assistant that you have. It basically extends the memory of your coding agents. Usually, coding agents hallucinate because they cannot manage their tasks properly, and this reduces hallucination. So, what we do next is we are running Taskmaster, and then somewhere in these places, we let it run, and then we are having a conversation, we are enjoying our time, we go and have a lunch and come back, and we even had some folks online joining this. And then what happens is, here off the lunch break and everything, I will show.
And by the way,
Here,
we have a question in just a bit
yeah.
from the audience.
All right, cool. We'll come to that. So we run it. The interesting part is that it works off the shelf in one go, like literally
Oh,
in
wow.
one shot. The code quality and everything is really good, and it runs for 3 hours in non-stop, like literally non-stop. It goes on, and then it basically builds us an entire n8n SDK. So three
Wow.
hours
That looks
non-stop. The
awesome.
code keep going on. Yeah, thanks.
That is
So
amazing.
this is the future. Like we dump our brain for 2, 3, 4 hours into an AI agent, and then we get something out of it.
Well, yeah,
Software
the future
development.
is now we're no longer going to be people who are kind of going down to the software development level, but now as problem solvers. What are we trying to
Exactly.
solve as the end use case? And then using our, Flowgramming or our, whatever code, vibe coding to get that final output, right? And I think that's
Exactly.
now going to be the future where we're no longer sitting down and fiddling around with code. We're fiddling around with, does this solve the problem that we're asking? Did we get the
Right.
result? And I've been down there. I'm sure many of us who've been in the software world been down there for 40 hours, 60 hours, 150 hours just coding something. It's just like all I needed was something so simple, but I've got like, a million lines of code just to get the simple color change or something stupid. Yeah.
There's one thing, Solomon, actually. When
Yeah.
you learn coding, it's not just about the programming language. You're also learning the system design, how you have to actually
Yes.
define the logic, how you have to design the entire program. And when it
Yeah.
comes to anyone who's new to n8n or who hasn't done programming before, they're not able to plan it out, how the process or how the programming actually
Yeah.
works. How do you want to connect the tools? Do you want to use this variable, or do you want to hard code it? Do you want to use a switch here? Do you want to use, so this is still a problem with a lot of people who are trying to understand n8n and don't have a background with a programming language. So anyone who does come from a programming language background, they do have some sort of an edge still. Not sure how it will evolve in the future times, but right now it is the case.
All right, so we got a question here, and maybe anyone who can answer. This says here, this is from Deshpande Rahul 1. Do N8N have something like guardrails, which is introduced in Agent Kit? So is there any guardrails or anything inside of Agent Kit, or does N8N have guardrails?
It's not a native feature, but you can set up custom user and system prompts in the agent and define guardrails sort of from a custom approach in there. You can also pass them in as a variable. So if you have to define them externally or in another node, you can pass those in. But that's the extent of my understanding of it. Is there a different way to do it?
Absolutely, Eric. That the thing about n8n is so configurable. It's It's not like if you pick Lendy AI is kind of like everything is there, you just click, click, click. Or Relevance AI, everything is like pre-integrated. It's click, click, click. But anything is more configurable. So as Eric said, like guardrails can be configured in the system prompt, or you can build an entire, even multi-layer agent, multi-agent system, put it as a sub workflow inside your workflow wherever you want to put your guardrails. That's taking care of all your guardrails. And if you compare anything to React and the rest to, let's say, Vue or Angular, it could be somehow compared because Vue or Angular are frameworks, React is a library. React is so configurable, you can do it however you wish. Not Next.js, but React, like the core React. And the others are so primitive, they give you a lot of things off the shelf. And therefore, I think this guardrail is just like one small puzzle piece that you can put in place, especially for enterprise users. You need to kind of like come up with your own guardrails. There is no toggle button that you turn on and off, and it's going to work for enterprise grade. So the business logic for all the ISO certifications and all the GDPR and EU AI Act compliance, that needs to go through a very kind of like complex business logic in order to make sure that the guardrails are in place. Therefore, n8n in that case is the winner.
Nice. So I guess for today, I don't know when we want to end this, or maybe this. I mean, this is our first one. I think this is great. Um,
Absolutely.
so I guess ultimately, maybe let's just go around and just have that final question: Is OpenAI's new thing? Is it an N8N killer or not? Right. So from my end, I don't think it is. I don't think we're anywhere near it. That's my opinion. How about you, Amel? And then we'll go to Prakash and Eric. Then we'll end it off, I guess.
Absolutely. I will echo your point, and I'm so happy, and there's a smile on my broken face. Broken face, just for the context, I broke my both jaws and chin 2 months ago, so it's still pain, but yeah, it's getting better. So with the smile on my broken face is for a good reason because the entire industry is changing and we are pioneers at this thing. In Solomon, you're a dude who knows anything for multiple years now. I respect that. And now I think this game is going to get even serious and more serious, and people are going to get this flowgramming thing really seriously. And I'm super happy to be a friend of the original programmer. And I met
That's
him,
yeah.
I fived him a couple of days ago in the n8n builders. So I'm super happy about this particular move from OpenAI. I'm not worried as an n8n ambassador, as a CTO of a company, n8n expert company. I'm super happy about this, not worried.
Nice. Prakash, N8N killer or not? What's your take?
I'm totally on your side, man. I think n8n has its own community, has its own developer base. However, this being said, I mean, it's actually just like, coming on to Emil's point, we are the pioneers of, developing this entire community. And now, if OpenAI, such a big company, is releasing an agent builder tool, it basically says that AI agents and AI automations is not going anywhere. People want to do it, and people will still continue to do it for multiple more years. So it still has the real value, and just gives us an immense pleasure that we betted on the right thing, and we have been doing this for some time now. So amazing community, and loving this entire chat again. Thank you,
Love it.
everyone. I'm gonna say
Thanks.
everyone from small group is really proud for this.
Thank you, Eric. What do you
Yeah,
think?
well said, Prakash. Well said. You know what? I'm gonna say it's hard to tell because the landscape just keeps shifting with AI. The way that technology is changing so rapidly, and the automation space and new tools are coming out. And by the time some new feature or tools come out, some other bigger thing has replaced it or found a better way to solve the problem. So I would say it's hard to say for sure. But at this point in time, it seems like OpenAI is really just offering another flavor to do what n8n flow are already doing. Whether or not that's going to be as robust of a tool and give people the bridge they need to build to get to the solution they need, um, time will tell. But as it seems right now, n8n is the way to go.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much to everyone here and to our viewers. And thank you so much to the guests who came here today. Thank you, Amel, for putting this together and making sure that we're all running. He's taking care of all the tech behind this, and just everyone for their opinion. And we're gonna try. I think we're gonna try and do this more. I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys did too. We're gonna do this more often. And guys, I mean, if this is something that's valuable to you, it's something that we hope to hopefully have. People come out. We'll keep the prices good, but we think that this is something that everyone would like to see and hear. So if it's something that you like, you're watching this at home and you'd like to see more of this, and with more people in the AI and automation space from around the world, let us know. We're going to put it together, all right?
I think this the speed of the news or innovation of the AI frontier is not going to slow down. It's going to keep going faster and faster. And for all other people, it's much easier to kind of like get an expert view on such a live show where they can ask questions and then they can get answers right away. It's so cool. It's not a newsletter. It's live video.
We're gonna make mistakes for sure.
There's one more thing I wanted to.
Prakash.
Sorry.
So there is n8n, there's Opal, and now there's Agent Builder, OpenAI's Agent Builder. How will you rank them? Just random. What do you think?
Oh, that's a good question.
Good question.
I'd still n8n is at the top. I'd give Opal a second only because they've been they've been there longer. They've been there what, like a month or so? I don't know, right? But still, they still have had the time to do some back and forth. So I'd say they've probably got a couple updates already. And then I put the new OpenAI as the third right now.
Yeah. Same
Okay.
sort of thing.
Okay, that's a good take.
Well, this has been awesome, guys. Thank you so much for putting this together. I'm off.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Take
you.
care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Yeah.
everyone.
All the best, dudes. Take care.
Take care.